You did this to yourself. You should have spawned in the farm. Hello and welcome back. So today we're working on an iron farm, but not just any iron farm. We're going to make it look pretty. So we're back here at the home to work on getting all the dyes and colors I need to build this nice house for it. So let's get right into it. I need to chop more oak, and I've ravaged this area and haven't replanted it properly. So I really need to fix that first. That's everything we need. I didn't bring you along because I want to focus on the actual build today. So it's going to be a shorter video, and I'm going to do it in more a tutorial-like way. So I'm not going to quite give you step by step, but I'm going to show you all the things you need to do if you want to build an iron farm that is going to be aesthetic and has a build around it. Here's what it's looking like from a distance. It's really nice from a distance actually. So we're going to be adding one more building to that today. Building's going to go right here. So it's on a bit of a hill at the moment. I need to lower it down to about this height because I don't want anything higher than this. And it's going to cover the back side of this building. So that's also why I didn't decorate this, because there's going to be buildings here. And here's all the supplies we have, all the wood, as well as the wood from last build, as well as all the colors and walls and everything. I'm sick of shearing all those sheep. So that's the next thing after this. I'm building a sheep farm because I'm tired of shearing all those sheep. So after this farm, we're going right into another one. Either way, I'm going to go jump into my creative world so I can actually show you some information about villages for building the iron farm. So we're in a creative world, and so here is an example of my iron farm. I've turned on Nenbomb's AI tracking, so we can see that this box out here is where the golem is detected. So any golem in this area will prevent more from being spawned, and this inner box is the golem spawning. So this is the area that golems can actually spawn in. And we can see we're just off the ground. So if I put a block in this spot, they can spawn. So it's a 16 by 16 by 16 wide area. For a better visual, I put in my house I made for the iron mine manager, or the mine manager in my survival world, with a villager in there. And you can see the green box covers the entire house pretty much. So if we're trying to cover an iron farm with a house, it can be quite tricky. Now, there's plenty of places it can't spawn. These slabs up here, it can't. The stairs blocks. But this is a whole block here, so we'd have to put a button on top or something. All right, first thing, we're going to actually build the farm before we build anything around it. But first, I want to come over here to where the villagers are, and we actually need to breed up some more. But before that, we need to deal with this iron golem. So this golem is going to prevent others from spawning, which is actually good for us for the moment. We want him to be over this corner so we can trap him. Now that I've got the iron golem trapped here, he will actually block spawns. So that means I can build the farm in peace, build it up and get it to the point where it would be working. And I know it will be working because I designed it. But no, it's really actually quite simple. Then, once I'm actually building the house, I won't get disturbed by an iron golem spawning in a bad spot and actually killing the zombie, which is the last thing I want, because then we're just taking steps backwards. Once the house is done and I think it's all spawn proof, I can move that golem away and a new one should spawn. This is what I've got so far. We've got our zombie up there, the villagers are all setting up, and I've done the framing style for this house actually, which is uncommon for me since it's not usually something I like to do. We've got some visitors that I don't really want, and we're just going to be continuing. If you want to build this style of farm, I have a tutorial on it. And the great thing about it is you can double the output with very little extra effort. Usually this zombie is much further away, and you can add another cell of villagers on the other side. So you get two golems with not much more effort. Either way, let's get this continued, build up and start onto the roof. Second level done. I haven't done any decorating, so don't worry about that just yet. I have my way up. This will be removed later. So now we actually need to spawn proof this here, because this is in range. So if I can do that, you can actually see that this is within 8 blocks, right? So this is the spawn range for a golem. But it technically can be another block out because they can spawn on the corner on the edge. So I actually need to change these blocks, but these ones up here are fine. And we're actually running out of daylight. But yeah, all I need to do is change these blocks to be stairs. Welcome back, and it's all done. It's looking great from this side. We're going to ignore the back and the side because they're ugly, but other buildings are going to be here, so that's why I'm not messing with them. And inside, I've actually completed most of it. So here we got the chest where we have our ingots coming through. There's a big dropper line that comes down from where they die all the way up, so we get the stuff here. Up here is where we actually end up spawning them. So the villager spawns them in this area. They get pushed into this drop chute down into the lava. I've got these gates here to actually stop them spawning. So what can happen is if they spawn here, it's fine. They get pushed in and go down the chute. But if they spawn, they can actually spawn halfway inside the block because they're bigger than one block. They'll suffocate here, that's fine. But it'll take a long time for them to die, which will hurt the rates of the farm. Not to mention, the items will either fall out here and go down into the lava, or they'll just fall through the wall and end up outside. Either way, we don't get the items, so we don't want that. But let's finish this setup. So what we want to do is grab some more wool. On this side I'm using wool because it actually allows them to spawn without getting stuck inside a block. We'll grab some water there and that should complete that. We get the signs to stop the water going down, and we can jump into the lava. We'll be completely safe. Alright, they come down here, they get trapped, die from the lava. The items fall into these hoppers and get shot up. So what I could do is I could put in some 4 sand and it'll get shot up. It's a little noisy, but that's okay. There we go. Right, so we're back up and we got the sand. So now it's pretty much ready to go. All we have to do is disable. So what we'll do is break that block. We'll complete these blocks here. Now we have our chest to access. No other blocks should be spawnable except for up there. So now all we have to do is turn off our stop, which is the iron golem over here. So what we could do is I could either kill him or move him. Okay, so the reason why I'm going to be actually moving this guy is because they're going to spawn more anyway. So it's best I just move him along. So let's get you out of your prison. There's your brand new home. I hope you like it. Alright, so now if we give it a little bit of time, an iron golem. Hey, oi, get back inside. Get back inside. I have to leave it open for you now, don't I? Alright, either way, the golem should start spawning in here soon. Insert SpongeBob time card. Okay, so it hasn't spawned for a little while and I'm a little worried. So I'm concerned that it has found somewhere to spawn. Aha, you have found somewhere to spawn. Okay. Are you spawning? Aha. Alright, so this dirt here might be the right place. Okay, so that's definitely a thing I have to worry about. So I need to dig out more space. You did this to yourself. You should have spawned in the farm. Okay, you're all going inside. Good. Alright, you're getting stuck. There you go. One at a time. Good. I can go. I have to sleep and then I can check the farm. Right. Okay, so I've ran into a problem. It's not spawned. So if we jump in here, I've waited a while and there's been no spawns. There's no spawns outside. So that spot that spawned before is clear. So what I think it is, a lot of people might say that the farm's broken, but I think it's not. What I think it is because I went to sleep the instant night came around, these villagers didn't have time to actually sleep. Now that shouldn't be a problem really, so it's a small flaw. What I think's happening is one of them has gotten stuck and not gone to this part of the farm where they can't see the zombie. And so he's been scared and yeah, he hasn't tried to get to this part over here where he can't sleep. Now, if I close this door up here, they can't see them now and he shouldn't be panicking. What really needs to happen is I'm going to place some blocks on top. Some more cloth there. So that's going to help prevent any spawns of the golem inside here, which I'm actually quite concerned about. I'm even going to go an extra mile and place even carpets there, just for precaution. Now, another way I can help prevent this is make another spot over here. Or I could swap the sides. So I could have this one up and then this one down. and we can see if that's going to make an improvement. Oh, and I put a gate there. It's the only thing I had in my inventory while I was waiting, and I was a bit worried that they'll accidentally fall out, and that would just not be good because getting them back in with all this setup would be infuriating. So I just grabbed whatever block I had, and that works. Keeping it closed will keep the hitbox there so they shouldn't fall out. Okay, when I went to get the bed, I realized that this space is all spawnable, so I put down some slabs to help prevent that. And we've also got some glass that I'll chuck in. Okay, so this is a marked improvement. You can see they're all getting into the bed. I'm using my 3D view. Oh, sorry, my free cam to be able to see this because I'm in the other room. But you can actually see they're all getting into the bed, so they should spawn a golem. The problem is why. Oh, there you go. There we are. Hello there. Welcome back. So I've AFK'd for a little over 20 minutes and we have gotten ourselves almost 2 stacks of iron. So this farm should do about 350 per hour. So I'm not sure if that seems a little low than it should be. Either way, that's the farm done and it shouldn't be having any problems. I don't see any golems out here. I heard one die just before. So there's some meat there. I think it's because of nighttime passed just before. Either way, so now that that's done, I can move on to actually making a sheep farm next. And I'm definitely thinking how I'm going to build this area. So in terms of lore, this area should actually be reasonably wealthy when I think about it. We've got a unique wood that they can export here. So no other place has this wood. So instantly they're richer because people are going to want this exotic wood. And also they're going to be a coastal town. So they're going to actually have boating and shipping lanes that come in here and trade lots of goods. So this town, when I originally thought about it, should be small and kind of quaint and pushed into the side because of this really dense forest. It's not so much. It's going to be quite rich here, and I need to get around to actually building some of like the architecture in outside of these buildings, because once I add in the pathing and little things like carts and market stalls and all the other small things, this area is going to be looking amazing. It truly will make these buildings really pop, but it does take a bit of time. Oh, cat. Either way, we are heading back to my original place in the next video. I think that's where I'm going to put my sheep because that's where they already are now. And that makes more sense. The other area is more of a farming town with a bit of mining. It's a bit more quaint, a bit more quiet. Either way, thank you for watching. I hope that this video was interesting, and if you have ever wanted to make a aesthetic looking iron farm, this helped you figure out how you can kind of do it. Oh, there's 2 cats. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one where we get the wool farm going. Ciao.